to September, guys. Now on to the next phase of Jumanji. So, melodrama aside, I wanted to talk about my TBR for September. This TBR though, even though I've got like a lot of things in this stack, this TBR is going to be more tentative, I guess, because I just started a writing workshop with a couple of friends, so a lot of my time that was previously spent filming or trying to edit or reading is now going to be spent working on writing and also reading more stuff for this writing project that I'm going to be taking on. So I also have phase 2 of my book edits to be going through, so I really don't know what the next few months next few months reading is going to look like. So from now on, all of my TBRs are going to be extremely tentative, just because I really don't know what I am going to get to read on a month-to-month basis because of projects that I'm going to be working on. Plus in the winter I get really busy in like November and December getting stuff ready for like the holidays and presents and stuff, so yeah, just so you know, it's gonna get crazy. But anyway, we'll get to that in the future. For right now, this is my TBR for the month of September. So to start off with is Sisters of the Earth. If you saw in my readathon stuff, this is the book that I started. One of the books that I started for like the camping theme, because it's all about women and their connection to nature told through various poems, essays, excerpts from journals, and novels. So this is a different reading experience than you would think, just because it kind of splits things up and then it tells a little bit about the author, and then it gives the piece, and then it moves on to the next author and everything. So it's not really a book that you can sit down and read in one sitting, I discovered. So this is probably going to be on my monthly TBR for at least a couple of months maybe, just because what I'm planning on doing with it is just reading 1 or 2 of these pieces a day perhaps, and just kind of like letting it ruminate and then moving on and continuing through it just at a more slower pace, basically, because it is a weird one to read in one sitting. So yeah, I would like to do more reading in this in September. The next book is also something that I started for the readathon. This was for the beachy read, because I like to read mysteries at the beach. So Long Fall is not really what I expected. I was looking for something very noir style, I guess. That's what I was anticipating from reading the description on the back and some of the reviews that I'd read. And while it does kind of read like a noir style book, at the same time I don't like the main character, which is unfortunate, but he seems like a pretty big jerk. And honestly, I don't know. I'm a weird reader when it comes to things. I'm not really don't think you could call me a like plot specific or character specific reader, just because if one or the other sucks, I probably will DNF it, or I'll end up hate reading through the rest of the book. But something that I just cannot abide with is when the main character or one of the main characters sucks really badly. And like I said, I don't particularly like him. I'm going to give this like another 60-70 pages, I think, and see if like he improves it all or what's happening. But if he doesn't, I might just accept defeat and DNF this, because I mean, it'll be disappointing, but I don't know, life's too short to continue reading a book that you're not having a good time in. So yeah, I don't know. And the next couple of books that I also want to try to get further in, or maybe finish in September, would be these. The first of which is The Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule. This is, of course, all about Ted Bundy. I started reading this in July. I'm only like 60 some odd pages into it. As we get into the High Holy Spooky season, I really want to get spooked. So this is a perfect book to do that, even though I know he was caught, he's dead, he's no more. But it's still freaking spooky as hell. So, yep. Alright. And the other book that I would like to get further in this month would be Kindred by Octavia Butler. I kind of got stalled out in this. I started reading it at the beginning of August, and while it's definitely intriguing, and definitely what I want, because there's like time travel, the writing style itself was not really what I was anticipating. I don't know, for some reason it doesn't seem like I don't know how to explain it. It's just not flowing for me, I suppose, in a way. I'm not exactly liking the writing style itself, but I am very intrigued in the story, so I know I'm going to read it. It's just, I don't know how long it's going to take me to read it, just because I'm not getting fully sucked into the story like I'd hoped I would. So yeah, I would like to try to read more of this in September as well. And the next book that I would like to get to in September would be Too Much and Never Enough by Mary L. Trump. She is a clinical psychologist and the niece of him. And this is how my family created the world's most dangerous man, which I'm sure is going to be an important and fascinating read, and I do very much want to get to it. And because I don't want to go off on one of my angry rants, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I need to read this month. I'm gonna get rid of the cover because I don't want to see his face. Okay. The next book I would like to read in September, and actually probably one of the first ones I'm going to be picking up, other than the ones I'm trying to read further in, would be Evercursed. This is by Corey Ann Haydu. This has princesses in this kingdom. They're cursed. It's like, I don't know. I'm very interested. I have had this hyped up, and I'm very excited to read it. Yeah. And because fall puts me into the spooky / creepy mystery feeling, the next couple of books I want to get to are Nancy Drew's. These are ones I just picked up at the secondhand shop not too long ago. So this is The Clue in the Crumbling Wall and The Clue of the Crossword Cipher. Now, I'm not 100% certain. I've never read this before, because looking into it more now, I almost think I have read this one before. It's just I got thrown off because it has a different cover than the one I read. But still interested. Still don't know what happens, so that's cool. And then this one I definitely have never read before. And yeah, I don't know. They're Nancy Drews. They're thin little things. It'll be cool. Yeah. And then the last book that I would like to attempt to get to in September might be a little shocking, but it is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. Yes, I did not manage to crack this open at all in August. I got really distracted by the other books I was trying to read and the readathon books, and then I got the volumes 7 through 12 of Fruits Basket, and I spent like an entire evening revisiting that. So yeah, I was good and distracted. I have not opened this at all. So I want to try to get to this in September, and depending on how this ends, I might even go crazy and pick up the second book and read it, because I don't know. Like I said, this is all tentative and loosey-goosey, and I don't really know how this month's reading is going to go at all. But, yeah. So that's basically what I'm looking at for what I'd like to possibly get into this month. I've been a little thrown off overall on what I thought my reading was going to look like this year. I, first of all, had not anticipated a pandemic. I also had not anticipated anxiety-fueled and also sometimes wine-fueled online shopping of lots and lots of books this year, just making my overall TBR go from about 87, 88-ish books to like 100 and oh wow, I don't even know anymore, 120 possibly. Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, I didn't really anticipate any of that either. I had a very specific time frame of when I was going to read things. I thought my mysteries would be around now, and I thought that the spring and summer I would be reading unread books, and I'd also plan to set aside time to do a reread of the entire Anne of Green Gables series, because I wanted to finally watch Anne with an E. And that got completely thrown off too, because I was trying desperately to read all of my books that I just freaking bought. So yeah, and I thought this fall would be leading up to just tons and tons of my spooky books, but yeah, I really don't know how that's gonna go either, because I'm a chicken now. So yeah, I've got like one spooky book for September and probably only one spooky book for October too, besides rereading The Shining for the 5 millionth time. So I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, I had plans for reading, and then the plans got fucked. And that's just kind of how it goes. Pretty much. Because this year's been weird. For everything. And also for reading plans. And yeah. Anyway. I have to go off and continue my little rating up things that I'm doing for my July wrap up, and yeah, I have to keep doing that, and then I will be coming out to you with that video probably fairly soon. And yeah, alright, I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope if you've been in the path of the hurricane that you are okay. And if you can reach out at all to assist people who have gone through that, please do. Please look at what you can possibly do to help. Anyway, I'm off. Have a good reading time, guys, and see you in the next video.